Hi everyone, and welcome to my anime channel. Have you ever wondered who the strongest shinobi in Naruto universe really is? Maybe it's Naruto or Sasuke or maybe Madara. But what if I told you that one of the strongest shinobi is actually someone like Killer Bee from the Hidden Cloud Village? Sounds strange, right? But still, in this video we're going to talk about why I think so, what real strength means, and why power is not always about power. I will try to explain my thoughts as clearly as possible and share my view on this topic. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's go many centuries back and remember how the era of shinobi even started. A long time ago, on the land where humans lived, the Otsutsuki clan arrived. They planted a divine seed which eventually grew into the god tree. Let me clarify. The god tree is not a normal plant. It is more like a parasite that absorbs the life energy of one whole planet. By doing this, it grows and produces chakra fruit, which is exactly what the Otsutsuki needs. We won't go deep into the full Otsutsuki lore or Boruto New World canon. We will only cover the surface of the story, but if you want a full video about the Otsutsuki clan, tell me in the comments. Later, the Otsutsuki sent Kaguya Otsutsuki and Ishiki Otsutsuki to take care of the god tree and make sure it grows. Kaguya started living among humans, slowly picking their habits and even falling in love. She became pregnant from a man named Tenji because she believed he wasn't like the cruel humans she saw before. But he betrayed her. He tried to execute her, and during her escape, Kaguya saw her friend, a girl who tried to protect her, killed right in front of her. Kaguya was consumed by rage. Against the rules of her clan, she ate the chakra fruit and gained absolute power. She destroyed her enemies and took control over the god tree and the people. Everyone feared her strength. Later, she gave birth to sons, Hagoromo and Hamura. They were the first being even born with the chakra, but they were not exactly humans. Half of their blood was Otsutsuki. Kaguya feared the arrival of other Otsutsuki, so she began preparing an army of white Zetsu. She forced people into the god tree, and the tree absorbed their life energy and turned them into the white Zetsu. That was how she built her power. Her sons grew up and eventually discovered that their mother was doing. They fought her and sealed her in the moon. Hamura went to the moon to guard her and created his own clan there. Hagoromo stayed on Earth and began spreading Ninshu. What is Ninshu? Ninshu is the path of understanding, the path of unity, the path of connecting through spiritual energy, a philosophy of peace. Ninshu was never meant to be a weapon. Hagoromo traveled the world, sharing his chakra with the people from different lands and teaching them how to use it in daily life. He also split the chakra on the 10 tails into 9 tails beasts and let them live peacefully around the world. Then Hagoromo had 2 sons, the older one Indra and the younger one Ashura. Naruto and Sasuke are their reincarnations. Indra inherited his father's physical power and awakened the Sharingan. He became the ancestor of the Uchiha clan. Ashura inherited Hagoromo's spiritual energy and became the ancestor of the Senju clan. When Hagoromo was dying, he chose Ashura to be his successor because Indra relied only on his own strength and acted similar to Kaguya, ignoring other people, working alone. Ashura followed Ninshu, relied on others, and wanted to build a world together with the people. Indra felt betrayed, and this started a long war between the 2 brothers, and later between their clans, Uchiha and Senju. A new age of war began. Now with chakra involved, people turned Ninshu into ninjutsu, using chakra for battle instead of peace. This continued all the way until the age of Naruto. Now that we have refreshed the Naruto timeline, Let's talk about strength. For me, strength has two types. First, physical strength, techniques, chakra amount, taijutsu. Second, spiritual energy, willpower, never giving up, keeping kindness in your heart, and relying on your friends. Throughout all reincarnations, spiritual energy always beat physical power, whether it was Indra or Ashura, Madara or Hashirama, or even Naruto and Sasuke. This is the cycle of power. If we look at the facts, each reincarnation of Indra was stronger physically. You can clearly see this in Naruto and Sasuke. Sasuke had obvious advantages, but in the end he admitted defeat, a very strong moment. The anime shows us again and again that willpower can beat a stronger opponent. Remember the end of the season 1, the Genin beat the Sound 4 just because they wanted to save a friend. So it's easy to conclude shinobi with a strong will, never giving up, and kindness of their hearts are, in my opinion, the strongest. As Maito Guy said, it's not about defeating the strongest opponent, it's about protecting what's precious to you. For me, this is the will of fire. Hashirama Senju promoted the will of fire. It's about relying on your friends and working together side by side. On the other hand, Uchiha Madara, Obito, Sasuke, and even Itachi tried to reach their goals using only their own power. Madara wanted to change the shinobi world. He fell into Kurozetsu's deception. He wanted peace, but his path failed. Obito followed the same path as Madara, cut ties with everyone, and also lost, though he eventually realized his mistakes. Sasuke is the clearest example. He went off his path, tried to change the world alone, and the end accepted defeat. Even Itachi, the genius, the Uchiha clan, wanted to protect his brother, but lost because Sasuke chose the different path than Itachi expected. One of the strongest lines in the anime for me is from Itachi to Naruto. If you forget your friends and rely only on your own strength, you are not better than Madara. And at the end he added, "This time I will trust my friends." For me, that's really powerful. It taught a huge lesson that I can apply in real life. The point is clear: true strength is not just in power, but in trusting your friends and not being selfish. Now let's talk about Killer B. For me, this guy is a legend. He had a very hard childhood, like any Jinchuriki. But why do I use him as an example? He is the only one who never gave up. People hated him, laughed at him. Even his friend tried to kill him as a child. Yet, he kept having fun, raped, and danced. This doesn't mean he was never sad. It means his desire to live and be happy was stronger than giving up or getting bitter. Naruto himself admitted, without Iruka, he probably would have become like Gaara, bitter and alone. But Killer B, he overcame his hatred even as a child. Even after his friend tried to kill him, he forgave him as nothing happened. He became friends with the Eight Tails and became like a brother to Raikage. Despite all hardships, he stayed himself. That's why for me, he is the strongest shinobi. And now I want to hear from you. What do you think? Let's discuss in the comments. If you liked this video, please support me with a like and subscribe. There is more content coming. Thank you for watching. Stay strong and kind, just like Naruto. See you soon.